I wanted to come forward and talk about my experience with Dr. Gordon because he is someone that I am personally going to miss in his role at the university, but I also want people to know a little bit more about the man. Dr. Gordon was not just president of this university, but he was someone that walked the halls and walked the campus and personally got to know each and every one of the students that he could touch, as well as people like myself who are volunteers to the university. He's made a difference to me and my involvement at the university, and that's why I'm here.
When I first met Dr. Gordon, I was impressed by the fact that he was so engaged and involved in the life of his students. He's really somebody that wants to help make a difference. And that's part of the reason why I got involved in the school myself.
My first impression of Dr. Gordon was kind of a quiet strength, mild but firm, humble but strong. He has a sense of presence that all really good leaders have.
I've met him several times, and one of the things that I think about when I think of him is the wonderful team that he has surrounding him. I think my husband and I have said many times how much we love the people that we've met through the university, the staff, the donors, the students, and to me that is a sign of an incredible leader.
Thinking about Dr. Gordon, I just really think about the good times that we really had together. He made volunteering and contributing to Cal State Fullerton fun, and I'll always be thankful to him for that.
But I know he goes out of his way to be gracious to everybody. He just makes everyone feel comfortable and at home.
There's one thing that Dr. Gordon does, and I'm not sure if he knows how powerful it is the arm around the shoulder and making me, and I'm sure others, feel very special and very much appreciated.
Some of the things that I've seen that have changed since Dr. Gordon has been president of the university relates to obviously the wonderful facilities that are now in place, the Clay's Performing Arts Center, the MyHalo School of College of Business. But there's also things that you don't see so much as being tangible, and that's the fabulous faculty that's been brought on board since he's been here. Some of the great research activities that are going on, and the students themselves. The quality of the students is immensely improved over this last several years.
Well, I think that we have to remember it's not just the work on campus that's important, it's outreach. And so he's been an incredible ambassador for the university out into the entire community. He's not sat back in his office. He's not relegating himself to walking the campus. His outreach, his hospitality in his home, his involvement with the arts, his volunteering for organizations, his outreach to the Hispanic community, for instance, really sets him apart.
He's the kind of person that can reach out in ways that you don't even feel like somebody is contacting you or somebody is soliciting you. He reached out by making you feel a need, an obligation, and a satisfaction to be part of something really great that he's building.
And I immediately had a favorable rapport when I met him for the first time. If I would not have that favorable rapport and someone else, I doubt that I would have been doing very much at all for the college. But because of his leadership and what I saw was happening here, and we were in the very early stages of giving money back, I said, you know, this is where I want to go. And I have to say that Dr. Gordon was instrumental in that because of his leadership at this university.
I remember the evening that we had the unveiling of the Joseph Clay's Performing Arts Center. And I remember being on stage with him and looking over at him, and he had this twinkle in his eye. And it was just so magical, and I could just tell he was as thrilled as I was with the evening.
One thing that I learned from Dr. Gordon was how to really listen to everyone that's around you. He did that so well with students, faculty, volunteers, administrators. That's what I've learned from Dr. Gordon.
He is someone who can deal with a highly emotional situation in a very calm and consensus-building way. He is able to diffuse any of the negatives and have people focus on the real issue.
Well, what I've learned from Dr. Gordon is optimism. You can't be committed without being optimistic about the future, and you can't create the future without being optimistic, and he's certainly an optimistic man.